Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Who are we working with? Leo. Leo's next. Fabulous. Got all the rainbow action for my lovely Leos. It is rare for me to film in the morning, by the way. Partially because this light is just intense. I think I've already tried to wipe off a lot of the makeup on my face. I have a big day. I have a busy day. So I'm trying to hop on much sooner than I typically do while I film. So here we are. Enjoy. If you're on my channel, if this is not your first time, then you've seen that mug before most likely, and it's usually full of warm water because that's what I switch to the second half of the day when I typically film. Whatever. I'm going to be a bit bright and shiny and at times Voldemort-y in the best way possible. But there's coffee in my mug right now. And I'm still kind of waking up. So just hang out. Get some coffee, tea, hot water, a cocktail if it's 5 o'clock wherever you're at or whatever. And happy March. See, yeah, a little really intense at times. So this won't be normal, but like I said, I have a busy day today. I need to get some things done before I do a few more readings tonight. So, Leo, hi Leo, hi, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. My name is Vanessa and I like to give readings. On this channel, you'll mostly see me working with cards, oracle cards, tarot decks, but I'm also an astrologer, and I was really looking at my channel last night and seeing that there are actually more hidden videos on my channel of personal natal chart readings than what you all see with card readings. So if you're interested in that, that is my passion. That's my passion. I'm all about empowerment and self-sovereignty, which Leo is king with. And what else? This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Stellium, North Node, South Node, whatever. If you have Leo somewhere in your chart and you're drawn to here right now, you're in the right place, most likely. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. This is a general collective reading, so I am reading for many different energies and people. So some things might apply and some things might totally not. If this is not what's happening for you right now, then you would know that. Do not claim what you do not want. But if it feels like, oh my God, that's totally what's happening for me, cool, I'm happy to help. I am here to help lead you towards, like I said, empowerment, encouragement, self-sovereignty. Let's get into it. I'm definitely already been clearing my throat a lot this morning, and I know it's because it's morning, but maybe Leo has some things that they want to voice. They've got some things to say. Let's see. I am working with the Sacred Traveler deck, and I'm going to pull ideally 3 cards, but if they pop out face up, then I'll take them if there's more. And I am going to do the majority of the reading with my Rider-Waite tarot deck. My little mini deck in my little hands. Although my hands have gotten much better with working with large-sized decks. Anyway, enough about me. Let's move on to Leo. Hi, Leo. I really do. I think that's a bit all of my spiel, but whatever. What's meant to come out will come out. How can I help the Leos that are watching, please? What is the guidance for my lovely lion hearts? Leo, Leo, Leo. The lion was my first guardian angel. Came to me as Leo. Sometimes I call him Aslan. But I have a love for lions and Leos alike. All right, solitude and discovering truth came out. So this is what you've been doing in the recent past, Leo. You've kind of been spending some time alone. I do kind of enjoy that there are rainbows going all over this recording. So you've been spending some time in solitude, in silence, peace prevails. Yeah, and that owl is back again. And yeah, you can go your own way. Gosh, was I seeing that in the Gemini reading? Because the owl came up in the Gemini reading. Anyway, you're definitely tuning into your inner wisdom and beginning to stand in the light of your truth, right? But I like that there's a little truth and a big truth on this card, capital T and lowercase t. So you're coming into a much more universal and broad awareness of really what feels right for you personally, and also you're learning universal laws, not just the law of attraction, but there are a lot of universal laws. I'm not the best at reciting all of them yet. I am actually in a 16-week long course, and my teacher is amazing. She's so awesome. She really dives into the universal laws. Law of non-resistance, law of love, law of cause and effect. That's kind of the law of attraction. Anyway, it's kind of like gravity, right? Like, you can't deny gravity. No, we all have to acknowledge the truth in gravity until we can make things levitate personally. Anyway, what else? What else for my Leos? Why are you so quiet? You need to say some things. You've been learning lots. You've been learning lots. Please deck. What's happening in this current moment for my Leos? I'm going to take that. Surrendering to the journey. Release control. I like this dragonfly here. Oh, look, the owl! Man, you're really getting a heavy dose of wisdom. Leo the wise, sovereign leader. And going into the future, what can I help share with my Leos? Thank you for letting this message be clear and understandable. They don't normally take this much time, so I can just kind of relax a bit into it. Yeah, so you don't have to hold things so tight. You don't have to be so tight-lipped or stiff about whatever this is. It sounds like whatever truths you've been finding might ruffle some feathers. Going into the future, the Sacred Traveler deck, please. What can I share with the Leos that are watching? Thank you. First light. Oh God, it even wanted to flip back down. I'm taking it because it came face up, but that's so interesting. Beginning a new cycle. I love this card. My birthday is March 20th, so depending on how you look at it, it's the last day of winter or the first day of spring, vernal equinox. For a very long time, I fought for it being the first day of spring. But it isn't always. Grace and gratitude. It's also the last day of winter. But this card is just so beautiful. So this is what you're stepping into. Beginning a new cycle. Yeah, you've transformed in this solitude. Well, you've been learning a lot. You've been parting ways with people that, I don't know, just everyone. You've been in a hermit mode, coming back out into the world, surrendering to the universal laws, watching it work for you, seeing that the universe is here to work for you, conspires to do you good. Read The Alchemist, if you haven't. Yeah, some of you need to read The Alchemist. I need to reread The Alchemist. Actually, cool. 4 years ago, 2017, I took a weekend for my birthday, because it's March 20th, and I ended up buying myself The Alchemist. And while I was on this vacation for myself, and I was really considering moving back to this place that I was doing a little personal vacation at, and I did end up moving back there. I ended up reading that book in one day, and that is not like me. So if I can do it, you can do it. I mean, it took me all day, probably like 8 or 9 hours. But it's just such an amazing story, and there could be some really awesome messages in there for you. Okay, so we got 8 of Wands in reverse in the past. Yeah, you've been keeping things a little, you've been quiet. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. You've been using your ears. You've been using your eyes to read and ears to listen, and you've been observing, and you've not been so loud. I'm seeing the Strength card where she's holding that inner roar, that like beast part. I mean, it's a lion, it's not a beast, but that's what's signified as she's holding that lion mouth shut. It's this being in your Leo brilliance and wisdom and not having to roar to make yourself heard, right? Lions don't even need to roar for people to notice them. They're marvelous, magnificent. We do have the Chariot card coming out right now, which mirrors this this surrendering to the journey. But you're in control here. You're leading the way through your newfound wisdom, celestial knowledge, leaving behind the castle and the town or the city, and going out led by sphinxes. What about going into the future here? This near future, this first half of March is pretty much what this reading is for, March 2021. Although I'm putting dates on them because in the future you might want to look back and see what was going on at certain time periods. Also so that it's not like clickbait, I guess, is what they call it. I don't know. But even though there are timestamps on these readings, March 1st, 2021, it is still a timeless reading. So if you go into the future and, months from now or a year from now or whatever, and you get another reading or intuitive hit that says, what was happening 9 months ago? And you go, oh, what was happening 9 months ago? Oh, that was March 1st. You can come back and quickly find this, or at least that's what I'm thinking about it. Coming into the future, we have the moon in sideways. For me, as a reader, when my cards come in sideways like this, I take them. And what it signifies to me is that there's a bit of a neutrality and an observation mode. You are very aware of what you're moving into, and it looks like you're very aware that you're moving into a whole new territory where things could be hidden, but you have such stronger intuitive guidance now that you can move forward very confidently into this unknown, and it's not scary. It's this new cycle, it's a new chapter, it's a new you. Dr. Joe Dispenza, if any of you guys are familiar with his work, he talks about how the unknown is super powerful for you to be able to recreate yourself. So you're moving into that, and there's no fear, and there's no weight in it either way, yes, I'm gonna go into the dark, or it's just this is what I'm heading into, and I'm intrigued to see how this plays out. I'm excited to utilize my intuition in this, and to watch this integration between the wolf and the domesticated dog, and what those two signify for you. So your advice, you're on a journey towards self-love, I'm seeing first and foremost, but also love, a heart-centered journey with the Chariot here representing Cancer and the Moon card representing Pisces. That first day of spring, initiation. Okay, what's happening in the external environment, please, for the Leos that are watching? I like this. Just like so heart-centered, so much wisdom, and you're going out to experience now in the real world what you've been learning about. You really utilize this winter to learn and to grow. Moving away from conflict, we have the Five of Swords in reverse in the environment around you. So it's like you're not even I was gonna say, right? Like, if you feel like you are going to speak about what you're learning, you might ruffle feathers. So you're just moving straight through even the need to talk to people about this, because that might be part of the wisdom that you are experiencing. You might really want to be able to talk about this. I would definitely recommend journaling. Journaling's been huge for me, as I've been doing a lot of the same thing personally this winter. Thinking back to a few months ago, I'm unrecognizable to myself. There's just been so much that I've been learning and writing about and observing. And, speaking your truth is important, right? But you're doing it in a very loving, heart-centered way. Because I see the heart chakra for Cancer and also Leo. Leo technically rules the heart. Remember the Care Bear's lion heart? And his little patch was a heart with a crown around it. I should have that as art somewhere. Okay. Hopes and fears. Ace of Wands. Inspiration. I am also getting for you guys sex transmutation. So, that's a lot for the outcome. That's a lot for the outcome, but I guess I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to take that card because it was face down and it doesn't fit for me. I usually always take whatever plops out, but again, not if it plops out face down and then there are a bunch of cards that plop up face up. So let's just show you what came out as this outcome. What? There's so many ways to interpret all of that. What is coming to me is that you're kind of reawakening. You're not fully awake or like a believer in this new way because you need the experiential knowledge, and that's the journey you're setting out on right now. And it's not about giving love to another person. It's about utilizing your love and putting it back inside you, back inside your intuitive studies, and back inside of the projects you do. And so that is how you can kind of communicate what you're wanting to talk about. If you're wanting to connect with others around this new spiritual journey, hey, YouTube, it's awesome. I'm here for you. But when I was saying I'm getting a sense of sex transmutation for you, I talked about it in the Aries video that I did, not this round, but the last round. Napoleon Hill talks a lot about it in Think and Grow Rich. There's an entire chapter on it. You can Google it and find out a lot. But the long and short of it is that instead of using this type of passion, I want to give you my wand. Instead of physically expressing that, it's not physically expressing that with another human being or alone. I'm not saying it, whatever, do what you want in your alone time, but there's a very powerful way to utilize that urge, that desire, and you can, instead of expressing it in the physical way, you can turn that energy towards a project that you're creating, a book that you want to write, artistic, like if you're a painter, if you're a musician, you can turn it towards creative endeavors. You can turn it towards projects that are really going to make your legacy continue in a very strong way and help others, like either by providing this new, like there's this whole new masterpiece inside of you that you've really been learning a lot. And some of this is skills that you've already had in the past, and some of this is brand new information and skills that you've been learning about. And so instead of going on a journey towards giving your love to someone else and being like on a mission in this way, when I got these 3 cards upside down reversed, it's not like this, you're not wise with this high priestess in reverse, or this flighty love business. That's not what I'm seeing. And I said that throughout the beginning of the reading. I'm really seeing you're on a journey towards self-love, and so instead of giving this love to another person, you're in this new awakening period where it's like you're awake, but you're also totally not like fully there, because there's more that you have to experience with your understanding of the universal laws. So you're on this mission now to learn about that. I swear to you, as you continue on this mission, you're going to be inspired in so many ways. And if you can begin a journaling practice, or even a vlog practice for yourself, where you have your own private video diaries that you can go back to and look upon. When the high priestess is upright, she's pretty quiet. She doesn't speak. When she's in reverse, this is a sharing the knowledge in a way. That's what I'm taking in this reading. And so a proper way for you to be able to communicate around this huge transformation that you've been going through the past few months is to pour it into a journal. It seriously has been such a helpful practice for me. I filled an entire journal in less than 2 months, and looking back on everything that I wrote, like my dreams have been unreal at night, and I journal about them most every morning. They were pretty ridiculous last night, and I haven't journaled this morning about them. But what I found is that I'm able to remember and recall my dreams for longer throughout the day in more detail, and it doesn't fade, because I'm programming myself and my subconscious to remember my dreams and recall them and write them down. And read The Alchemist. There could be amazing messages, and there's a lot of wisdom in that book too. And it's a pretty easy read. Again, I'm not the best reader, but I've grown to love reading. Okay. Leo, there's just so much like throat chakra energy. So singing, if you can sing, if you can write some like poetry, some music, if that's one of your gifts or tendencies, that's another way that you can help balance out this desire to speak your truth without really sharing it with others, because it's too new and fragile, Excuse me. All right, what's the overall umbrella card here? I call this an umbrella card. Thank you. Yeah, okay, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So instead of going out and trying to collaborate with all of the people, you're on a journey of leaving things behind. You've left certain things behind in the past. This isn't so much an out in the cold as much as you going out on this adventure. You deciding for yourself that you are on a solo mission, right? Instead of working with the architect and the priest to create this physical thing, beautiful sculpture for the church. There's instead you collaborating with the universe, not with 2 other people, but with your understanding, your spiritual guides, source, universal laws. How fun. This is great. Great work. Good job, Leo. I'm not here to congratulate you, but it's really beautiful. So this is your advice. Go out on your new adventure into the world as a page and apprentice of love, of universal love and wisdom, and allow your creativity, especially if some of you have a strong Pisces or Cancer vibe in your chart or signature in your chart. There's a lot of water here. We have few major arcana for Pisces, we have a major arcana for Cancer, and we have cups, and we have you being really inspired with wands, which is also spirit. Fun. I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.